Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review My Zoe. And this is a new drama and maybe kind of science fiction. We'll get to that. Film from writer, director, and star Zoe Delpy, who has obviously become famous for the Before trilogy, and she plays a woman, Isabel, who has an estranged husband, played by Richard Armitage, and they have a very tense relationship with custody of their daughter. Things take dark turns, and this basically becomes the tale of two films. And you have this first half that's very much a human drama, relationships and parenting, and a lot of contempt. But you have that, and then things shift gears once there's a tragic turn in the story to, like, stem cells and cloning, and you're just like, wait, what? So this film, you have Delpy, who's fantastic as an actress. She carries all the emotional weight and presence that you need in this lead character. You have her direction, which is strong in the way that it's sensitive and emotional and engrossing. But then you have this script that packs a lot of emotional heft, but at times, especially in the second half, feels like it's more concerned about asking big questions than continuing the investment that you have in the relationships in this film. And that's where this film went a little awry for me. Even though by the end, I still think this is a really solid and effective film. It's just not as strong as I thought it would be by the end of the film. And you have Armitage, who does fine. I don't think he's the most charismatic or strong leading actor in a film, and he does his role fine, but this film really becomes so drenched in ethics of their young daughter. Something medically happens and she's like in a coma, she's catatonic. What are your decisions? Do you let her die? Do you keep fighting? What lengths will you go if you are a scientist like Delpy is to get your daughter back? And that's where this film really takes a turn, as she's paired up with an ambitious and kind of morally gray doctor played by Daniel Bruhl, who really plays that role well, as he brings a lot of ambiguity to his roles but also makes himself likable. And you have this big tonal shift in the middle of the film and to where this film is going, and it kind of lost me. And the emotion there kept me connected enough, but I felt like this was like too ambitious and was a bridge too far for the narrative to try to make that jump. And you have the filmmaking that really works, and this tension, especially between Delpy and Armitage in all the scenes they interact. There's real contempt there. There's this tension, there's anger, there's jealousy, there's this unbridled emotion packed into every sequence, and you feel it. It's tangible. It's hard to watch, and you can feel their love, and you have this big emotional journey throughout this film, even if towards the end things go a little bit too big, and it leads up to a finale that's shocking and unnerving and really intriguing to process. And this film will bring up a lot of questions for you personally and make you think about them, even if it does lose its way in terms of making you feel still connected to the story. But in the end, I feel like My Zoe is a pretty impactful film. I think this is worth checking out, and I think this was a pretty solid effort directing and writing wise for Delpy, even if it felt like it reached a little too far in what it was trying to accomplish. But this will hit you hard. This is a dark, emotional film that will really put you into a place. But it gives enough that is worth the ride. But those are my thoughts on My Zoe. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.